So second video review for this week is for Hotkeys by R.E. Ward. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you are on Facebook or on my blog, there's a link within the post, and if you are on YouTube, there's a link in the description below. And this is the video review. So Hotkeys by R.E. Ward. This had a bit of everything. This really did have a bit of everything. Betty May Do It, got to say it right, and Jack want to make their dreams come true. So they find themselves in 1920s New York City. They're entertaining at a speakeasy. Talk about dangerous and wild, right? So Betty meets Eva, who's a medium, and Jack meets Sammy, although they both meet Eva and Sammy, but for the part of sort of putting them together. And Sammy is part of the gang running the speakeasy. So Betty and Jack find themselves not only throwing full whack into the dangers of the world of prohibition, but also into the world of romance. She's so lovely for them both. This was great. It was a lot of fun, a little escapism, which I really enjoyed, and a bit of danger that delivered a really exciting and different type of romance. So R.E. Ward is a new author to me, and I immediately, as soon as I started reading this, got to know Betty and Jack. Loved how inclusive this entire story was. There's romance for both Betty and Jack. Both characters are explored, both experiences are explored. It's wonderfully inclusive. And these were risky times to be attracted to someone of the same sex as you. And it was kind of an awful situation, and so it's big risk for both of them to be themselves and explore what they felt. So it added the unexpected events and everything taking place throughout the story. It really added to that because it was an extra level of danger on top of all the speakeasy stuff. So it was great. Most of what happened was a pleasant surprise. But there was one in particular that really kept me guessing for a while. I wasn't sure about the character, the situation, and I was like trying to figure it out. And I really loved that because it kept me guessing. It didn't just give me everything to know who everyone was. I had to sort of figure out whether these people were who they said they were and how dangerous the situation really was. I love that. So it was an adventure for Betty, for Jack, and for me, because I got to go with them. And although not quite what they'd envisioned upon arriving in the city, they made the most of it. They really embraced the experience. Betty was just enjoying everything she could about it, from the entertaining to have that little bit of a flirt with people, to finding this really deep connection with Eva that left her hungry for love and connection that she wasn't quite sure she was ready for. And then, it took putting them in some of these dangerous situations to make her realise that. Jack was a little bit more reserved, and so Jack was the one that really intrigued me the most, because I wasn't sure about Jack, and he was worrying but wanting to find acceptance of himself. And then Sammy teasing him was just a hint at something to be suspicious of. But it really made the story all that more intriguing, and I really loved that they had this connection between them that was a little bit off to begin with, and you were wondering where it was all going to go, and a lot of wondering about Sammy. But it was great. I loved that. It kept me really hooked on the story and wanting to know what was going to happen. So I loved that. But every moment carried a hint of uncertainty, literally everything, because you didn't know if it was going to be like their relationships that were going to get found out, or them get found out, but like who they truly were, or whether it was going to be part of like the prohibition scene that was going to throw things up and they were going to get all caught up in that somehow. You just really didn't know. And so it made it such a page turner. It was really exciting. I enjoyed every moment, and I cannot recommend it enough. So I really hope that if you do give it a try, you're going to really enjoy it. I just love that it's got cover for everyone. There's a little bit of everything in there. Everybody's covered. So it's a very inclusive read, so that's fantastic. I love stories like this. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Hotkeys by R.E. Ward, which I really hope you will. If you've read Hotkeys, I would love to know what you thought of it, so please do comment, please do let us know. If you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, it's on your to be read list, or you're now super intrigued and thinking, I really want to read that, then again, please do comment, please do let us know. And if you do read it, I hope you have a fantastic time reading it. Bye!